What's up, guys? Vyrek here. I just got news that there is a massive update planned for May 15th, 2019, of course, and it is centered around the Alice in Wonderland event. And so I wanted to make kind of another podcast style video on the developer notes to show you kind of what's to be expected from the new event. And, you know, maybe you don't know much about it. Maybe you haven't even heard about it at all. So kind of just kick back, relax, and we're going to go over the update, developers, notes, and kind of, you know, shed some light on what we can expect on May 15th here. Please bear with me. I'm getting over a sickness. I'm totally fine now, but I'm just kind of congested, so I sound like a small child. Anyway, if you're not familiar with this website, the L2R official forum, we have there are many things you can look at, but we have the news, update notices, where you can see things like patch details and other things of that nature, and then the developer's note. This is where the juice is. So here we go. Developer's note, update preview, War in Wonderland event. All right, let's take a look. Let me zoom in to make sure it looks nice and delicious. Okay. Developer's note, update preview, War in Wonderland event. Developer's note, blah, blah, blah. Greetings, Heroes of Aiden. We hope you're enjoying the March update. Today we're here to tell you about a new event and improvements for everyone who's eagerly awaited fresh content. Please check below for details. Thank you. We've been waiting for new content for quite some time. The level cap was nice, but it was kind of short-lived. I don't know. I just kind of got bored of it. Anyway, this is great. Oh, they got a little video here. Let's watch the video. Watch it.
Alice.
Okay.
It's a potion that makes you smaller.
Okay, drink a potion, get tiny.
Cheshire Cat?
It's like a rift. Okay, I look pretty sick. Yeah, I like to watch Super Smash Bros. Combo videos, don't worry about it. All right, the War in Wonderland event will be our biggest event yet. That is a bold claim, bold statement, because the Batman and that, what was it, the one anime, gosh, I already forgot, Monster Hunter or something. Not Monster Hunter, goodness, I forgot what the name of it was, but we've had really big events in the past, and they've been pretty crazy. So to say that it's the biggest event yet, that is a bold statement. Thanks to Verret the Curious Cat and his little mistake, you will get to join Alice on her adventure to save her world, experience a new temporal rift, special Adina Vault, world boss, and field monster, as well as new costumes, mount, Agathion, artifacts, soul crystal, and monster cores befitting the Alice in Wonderland theme. That is a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Adina Vault, world boss, field monster, costumes, mount, Agathion, artifacts. Okay, so the artifacts are coming back. I have a lot of those cubes left over from that monster event, or no, the Batman event. Sorry. Dang. Okay, artifacts. That's good. Soul crystal, monster cores, very good. There will even be a new character selection screen just for this special event. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay. Temporal Rift. It will be called Alice's Dream. The new Temporal Rift, Alice's Dream, will open only during the event. Alice's Dream will be available from level 10. Sorry, noobs. I mean, you get that in like 4 seconds, it's fine. There you can meet monsters of Wonderland, including different kinds of animals, card soldiers, and the final boss, Cheshire Cat. I probably said that wrong. I'm sorry. That looks terrifying. All right. A CP adjusting buff will be applied so that everyone can enter as long as they meet the level requirement, level 10. Again, you can get that in like 10 minutes, so even if you're a new player, that's totally achievable. It's a system we're implementing after we receive feedback on a past collaboration / crossover event concerning how many of you couldn't enjoy the event dungeons because of the CP limitations. We hope everyone will get a chance to enjoy the new dungeon this time, regardless of CP. So two things. That is very encouraging, number one, because that means that the community has an effect on the developers' basically content. They said, okay, so we've received feedback and they're implementing something on the basis of feedback. That's very good. On the other hand, we appreciate that. On the other hand, CP wasn't the issue for the previous dungeons. It was actually the attribute damage that came from owning the costumes, which you had to purchase. So if you remember, for example, the Batman event, if you wanted to go through the tower to, you know, get to Bane at the end, you had to own a costume, and if you didn't own the costume, you just did crap damage. Like, you didn't do any damage at all. You had to basically get 2 or 3 people that owned the costumes and then just have them carry you through it. And you had to purchase those costumes. It was really expensive. There was a whole thing about it. But anyway, CP wasn't the issue. It was the attribute that you got from owning the costumes. And so if this rift is not augmented by the costume that you wear, and it is simply on the basis of CP, and everyone's CP is scaled to the same amount, then this is going to be a very fun event. If you give everyone the same CP, but you still need a costume to do damage, I don't really know how much that's going to solve. So we'll see how that works out. I'm so sorry. I'm so sick. I have so much boogies. Stay hydrated. In addition to the new temporal rift, okay, it's called Queen's Treasure Chest. In addition to the new temporal rift, the Adina Vault will change to Queen's Treasure Chest. Queen's Treasure Chest will be available for entry at level 35, and unlike the usual Adina Vault, it has only one difficulty. Meet card captains and soldiers instead of Cressus, said that wrong too, in the special Alice in Wonderland themed Adina Vault during the event. I'm confused. If there's only one difficulty at level 35, will it give you more or less Adina than what you can get at a higher level, say the 350 plus Adina Vault? I get like 240k or something per Adina Vault. If I'm forced into a level 35 Adina Vault that gives me not as much Adina, that's not going to be good. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Excuse me. Event Field Monster and World Boss. During the event, Alice Rabbit monsters will appear in-game, and a new event world boss, El Nagander, will be added to the last half of the event. The event monsters will drop event items when defeated, and more information will be provided in a detail at a later date. Okay, great. So there's going to be a first half of the event and a last half of the event. There we got the rabbit and El Nagander. Okay. Alice event items will also be getting new items for the Alice event theme. New costumes, a mount, and Agathion will be available for you to enjoy the event with style. We're adding a new system called Wonderland Wardrobe Tickets, which will allow you to try on all costumes for a limited time. Okay, cool. So you get to try on the costume and reap the benefits, and then decide if you want to purchase it. I'm assuming that's what it is. You try it, and then you purchase it. I don't think that they would give us a trial costume if they were going to make it free to play to acquire. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so it looks like it's the same outfit for all characters. The females get the Alice, and then the males get that kind of jester looking. I'm sorry, I don't know about Alice in Wonderland, but it looks kind of cool. Looks like the same outfit that is just scaled depending on what type of character you play. So you've got the dark elf, the orc, the dwarf, and then the human. Oh, is that the... Okay, that looks like the Agathion. That is going to be super cute if that's the Agathion. I actually would wear that. Okay, nice. There will be new artifacts as well as monster cores, new soul crystals, and title that will help you increase your CP. Other improvements, cloak and costume substats. What? Cloak and costume stats will be categorized into collection bonus and equipped effect. Collection bonus will be applied regardless of equipping, while the equipped effect will only be applied when equipped. I'm kind of confused with the terminology they used. When all costumes are owned, about 30k CP will be gained from costumes. Okay, so does that mean we'll go to the next one. If you passed on cloaks and costumes because you preferred stats over appearance, now you can equip them in fight and style. I take that to mean that it is a bit of a transmogging system, like in World of Warcraft, where you can wear whatever you want for aesthetics, but then reap the benefits for whatever it is you want to wear. So kind of like how they have the mount, where you can pick the mount that you want to pick the stats from whatever mount you want to benefit from, and then ride whatever mount you want to ride without having to take on their stats. I think that's what they're getting at. There's a bit of a translational issue there. When all costumes are owned, about 30,000 CP will be gained from costumes. If that means that you have to own all costumes to get 30k CP, I don't know if that just means for the Alice event, like all parts of the costume, or if that means all costumes in general. If that means all costumes in general, I have missed on a few of those costumes and I won't get the max bonus. That kind of seems like a silly thing to give you an equipment codex for, unless they give you the ability to purchase them again. I think basically they're just getting at, you can wear whatever you want and benefit from the aesthetics of whatever you want, and then still get the stats for whatever you want to gain the stats from. I think that's what they're getting at. I don't understand that. I don't understand that terminology at all. Anyway, the Alice event will be updated on the May 15th. That's kind of cute. Plenty of other events where you can win up to 4,800 red diamonds, materials to craft one full grade UR rare weapon, grade UR limit breaks, and grade UR attributes, and more are planned as well, so don't be late for this very important date. Sounds good. P.S. What? P.S. We're also working on class balance for May 15th, and we'll go over the details in the next developer notes. Thank you for your patience and understanding. We'll be back soon. P.S. P.S. What do you mean P.S.? That is you should have put that at the front. P.S. This is We're also working on class balance for May 15, and we'll go over the details in the next developer notes. Like, class balance meaning we're gonna nerf and buff classes. That's big. I wish we had more info on this right now. Like, just a teaser. Like, are you gonna make Abyss Walkers better? Are you gonna nerf Moonlight Sentinels or Silver Rangers? Oh, that's such a tease. I'm excited for that. Gosh, you know what I'm gonna do? I think this might be a good idea. Because I've always been wondering about this. I think I'm going to make a video and I'm going to go through every class in my sickness, right? I'm going to go through every class and I want to kind of go over the pros and cons for each class. I want to discuss, things that some classes might be lacking. Like, for example, the Abyss Walker needs either a speed buff or a vanish, like the Treasure Hunter, like something to close the gaps. And obviously, I think Silver Rangers or Moonlight Sentinels need to be nerfed in large-scale PvP settings like Castle, blah, 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 whatever. I want to talk about each class and maybe discuss some of the, like I said, pros and cons or buffs and nerfs for each class that I would be looking for. And just kind of like a fantasy, just like a dream, right? I can't expect Netmarble to tailor everything, the class balance update to what I propose because it's such short notice. But what I would like to see is maybe some interaction, like you guys can go in the comments and write down, oh, you missed this about my class, or I noticed this about my class and it really needs this. And who knows, maybe Netmarble will get a hold of the video and look at the comments and we can come up with like a really balanced list of demands that we might have, like legitimate demands, like tanks. I think they need an Adina buff, like the Paladin. I think they would do well to get like a 2 or 3x Adina buff because they just hit so slow. I don't know, just things like that. Like, maybe we can come up with something in our comments and really develop something that the developers can get a hold of and maybe work on. I mean, they said at the beginning here, look at this. They said, for, what was it? The Temporal Rift here. It's a system we're implementing after we receive feedback on past collaborations and crossover events. So they received feedback and they implemented a new system. It might work, guys. It might work. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you for tuning in for this podcast style video. If you did enjoy the video, please like it and subscribe. Consider subscribing and share it with your friends. Anyway, that is going to be it for me, you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy your day.